Dumelang mapara le maparahadi. It is a new week and that can only mean one thing. Another episode of Mzansi Fundis is fully locked and loaded on your screens. Kalibito Kelekoko, your host. And I guess I get one. Ketshwere Manyora Adiski, SC Lilofono. This week, a lot has happened. We've seen Kaizer Chiefs supporters, bathaba because Bativisa Gidikolo, it's this Nandi number plate. We also saw Mamelodi Sundowns players scoring 6 goals in 5 matches. Orlando Pirates went to Joanne, Babuale that win against all odds. Gentlemen, how are you?
No, we're excited, man.
I can see. When are you? You are beaming.
We live for the moment. What happened last year? What happened tomorrow? I
heard you speaking about Pokemons, the little ones. Let's talk about your juniors, the ones that gave you goals.
We just have to clean our own diamonds. Diamonds didn't have what to refer to. So we will look at our own diamonds, really clean. Nabi what the polish the diamonds.
No need to speak to parents.
No need to. They are here already again. We just polish them. Yeah.
The approach of the match, because a lot of times people felt that Kaizer Chiefs, once they concede, they don't now become the same team. We saw them coming back from behind and putting in that effort. Does that give you hope for the season?
Yeah, look, I mean, it shows that there's a lot of work that has been done at Kaizer Chiefs, the coaching part of it, the offensive play of Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, I think Marumo were lucky. They should have got 5. Easily
they should have gotten 5. I mean, we saw Coach Dendens, the way he applied himself, the way he applied his team, you could see that there's something that they're actually working on, and it's a marriage that you guaranteed on with regards to Marumo Gallants and Coach Dendens.
Cox, Dendens is gonna enjoy himself in this league. I think he's gonna dance. But just to go back to a little bit to touch on Kaizer Chiefs, quite an interesting setup they had. Offensive lines direct and clear. Gaston Sereno needs to be highlighted from that team. 90 minutes, 62 touches. Out of those 62 touches, he's got 6 clear chances that he created. 2 were in the back of the net. So it clearly tells you Kaizer Chiefs is cooking something else. Going back to Dendens.
Let me say, before Dendens, Gaston, you're still talking about him. Do you regret as a Sundowns supporter or you've let go of a gem or it was time?
No, I can never regret because Sundowns has ample talent. And at some point, we have to pave way for new talent to come through, There's young boys that are coming up. There's new recruits that we have. Look at the guy we've given number 10. He just scored. And he's scoring for Sundowns. So clearly tells you that rolling door is working well for Sundowns and it's doing wonders. So Gaston Sereno, good luck to him, man.
Good luck to Sereno. Lufuno, Sundowns, we saw in the first half, they were struggling to penetrate the SuperSport defense. Do you feel that their supporters were frustrated at that point that here we go again? But, and then it changed in the second half.
Yeah, it changed because the coach had to make positive changes. We all know that Zwane is a heartbeat of Sundowns. Immediately when he gets into the field and Sundowns start to play differently, they start to create chances. They really start turning the defense of SuperSport to really get behind them and create chances. So, I think he's got enough firepower in the bench to can be able to influence the game. However, for me, he needs also to look at it because it can backfire. If you've got teams that are smart enough and if a team can go ahead like what Stellenbosch did, they will lock the game and it will be very, very difficult for Sundowns to come back. But at this moment in time, bravo to Coach Mangoba for making a good impact substitutions to change the game and win the game.
Ikram Reyners, we're seeing back-to-back goals. Is he somebody that now you can say, this is our guy? I don't
know why Lukuna is laughing.
Your guy.
No, pause on that. Your question, Cox. For me, Reyners has always been a top striker, It's just a question of, if you look at that game, it's a question of positioning. We shifted the positioning. He spoke about Zwane. Zwane came through and we had to shift Reyners into the middle. And immediately when we did that, Sundowns create the opportunities. And you look at the goal that they scored, that layoff from Zwane with the back heel was amazing. So it tells you Sundowns in that direction.
And I think something that I've also noticed, and maybe a lot of people would have also noticed, there's a bit more fluidity when you change that front line, when you take out Peter. Is this a good sign for Peter? Can we say the end is nearing in terms of him being influential in the starting level?
I don't think the ending is near. It's just a question of the team being able to play around him because they've done that in so many years, you know. And it begs the question, hooray, why right now they can't play around him? So if you've got Peter, the press becomes completely different. And again, the challenge he has also is that you've got a Rangers that also has a press. So now it's a question, hooray, middle field,
Cox, I think with Peter, he's got a big heart. I can tell you, Peter can go 4 or 5 games without scoring. He's got a big heart. Once he gets that one goal, and everything goes.
All he needs is that
just one goal.
Unlock,
you know why I'm saying this? Because he's always in the right space in the right time. He just misses the chances, but once he starts scoring, then the trains move.
The train moving. We saw Pirates yako joining la re batlo jewa he Mabasa, let's speak about that player. He seems to be really raising his hand this season.
Let me tell you about Mabasa, and people really don't understand. Mabasa can never be like a Peter Shadule the way he runs around the field. Mabasa will be at the right space at the right moment. Give him the ball, he'll pounce. He's very, very clinical. So that's the strength of Mabasa. You give him an opportunity, he will score. And I can tell you, whatever that he did last season, he will do it again this season.
Oh, so you're saying he's going to emulate what he did?
100%.
100% is where we're going to keep it at. 100% is what I need after the break. So, Mahaiso, go and drink that water. Uchige, more about Orlando Pirates.